Okay, Grand Rising. Grand Rising. How is everyone doing on this beautiful first day of the week? Okay, I wanted to talk about spiritual wickedness. I want to talk about success. There's spiritual wickedness in high places. And I wanted to let everyone know there's spiritual wickedness in high places. So when you are having a hard time trying to reach your success, trying to reach your goals, that's because spiritual wickedness in high places is taking place. I say that because I know. Okay. Take myself, for example. I'm a clinical social worker. I have my master's in clinical social work. Okay. And I graduated with my master's back in 2001. My dream job was to work for the federal government in my profession, which is social work. Okay. I applied and applied and applied and applied. It took me 15 years to get that position. I didn't get that position until 2015. Once I found out that I was in adultery, which is worshiping other gods, I was in Christianity. And everybody know the God in Christianity is that Jesus. So that was adultery. But that wasn't my fault. Me, like the rest of you, we were raised up in that. But still, all the same, it was adultery. Then I said to God one day, I said, God, something is wrong. Something is wrong. I say, all I asked for was a dream job working for the federal government in my profession. And I still haven't gotten it yet. Then he tells me, you're in adultery. That's why your prayers ain't being answered. You're in adultery. I was in adultery because I was not worshiping him. We have been misled to believe that we were worshiping the Most High by being in religions, and you're not. The God of the religion of Christianity is that Jesus. And that's who I was worshiping unknowingly. But I knew something was wrong because all those years that I was praying, none of my prayers was ever answered. But once I came out of adultery, repented to the Most High, and I've also found out that I was a Hebrew, one of the daughters of the Most High, my prayers got answered. And in August 2015, the Most High blessed me with my dream job working at the VA. Now, but get this. Get this. Get this. So, now, before August of 2015, I believe it was like in February 2015. Now, everyone knows that there's VAs in every state. Okay. And in Florida, we got just as many VAs in the state of Florida, just like any other state do. And I live around several VAs here in Florida. Okay. I interviewed at the VA in Daytona. I didn't get that one, but I ended up getting the one in Tuskegee, Alabama. I knew it was something fishy about that. I knew it was something fishy. And what it was, I had got my breakthrough. I had stayed the course. I didn't give up on the Most High, nor did I give up on myself. I kept my faith that I was going to get my dream job. So the enemy in those cosmos was mad because I got my breakthrough. And y'all know how I got my breakthrough? Because I repented to the Most High and I stopped adultery. And the Most High answered my prayer. So that's how I got my breakthrough. That's how he gave me my job, my dream job at the VA. But look at this. The enemy asked the Most High to send that position up there in Tuskegee. Because just like I just said, there's VAs all over Florida. And he honored their request. He sure did. That's how come I got hired in Tuskegee and not Daytona. See, they were mad because I got my breakthrough. I did not give up. And they don't want to see you be nothing. They don't want to see you have nothing. So when these jobs sit up here, when this government sit up here and say, oh, they want everybody to go to work. No, they don't. What they want is slaves. They don't want you to go to work. They want you to work as long as you're a slave. But when you got when you're getting a good paying job and you're on your dream job and you're living your best life, that is not what they want. Long as you're on a low end job, you're sweeping and mopping somebody's damn floor, you're emptying some damn trash can, that's what they want. They want you to be their little slave. But my position wasn't no damn slave. I have a master's in clinical social work. Master's. So this is what happened when I get there. Okay, so on the federal, when you're working for the federal government, your probationary period is a year. Then you become a permanent employee. And so I passed my probationary period. I started in August 10th, 2015, as a matter of fact. And August 10th is my birthday. So my probationary period ended August 2016. The first, let me tell you this, the first enemy that came to me was this Caucasian. And she said, and one of my goals was to not only pass my probationary period, which I did, but also to get my supervision done for the top license in social work, because I'm already licensed. I already have the first master's level license. There's only 2 master level license in social work, and that's the first license that you get once you graduate from grad school, and then the next one is the licensed clinical social work. Okay. So like I say, I was already licensed, had the first license. And so the only thing I had to do if I wanted to get the highest license is my supervision for it, and of course do the written exam. So anyway, the enemy tried to take me backwards. She thought she was going to do away with my Florida license. And I told her, oh no. I told her, I said, I'm already licensed. I came licensed, honey. And you know what? The whole entire time that I was up there, I worked in geriatrics, and I worked in the community living center, which is their nursing home. I worked that nursing home by myself the entire time, which means I am independent. Okay, so I told her, I said, no, I'm already licensed. And I came licensed. And so I told her, I said, you already got one empty social work office up here. You'll have two. Okay. She thought she was trying to threaten me, telling me that I wasn't licensed. I'm like, I'm already licensed. You go check. I say, and you can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna win because I got my documents, I got my SL50, and I know what it says. And I told her also, I say, we got just as many VAs in Florida as y'all do here in Alabama. And you already got one empty social work office up here now, and you'll have two. So I win this motherfucking game. I played chess on they fucking asses. Because they didn't want me, they really didn't want me up there. They just thought that I wasn't, see, they didn't want me, they were mad because I got my breakthrough and I got my dream job. So they thought by sending that position way up there in Tuskegee, and I didn't even know anyone up there, they thought I wasn't gonna make it. So they thought I was gonna lose my dream job, but I showed they motherfucking asses. And I said that to say this. We all, if you are Israel, you're gonna have a Job moment, you're gonna have a granddaddy Abraham moment, you're gonna have a Moses moment. Sure enough. Just like the Most High talked about Job to the enemy, he talked about us. And he answered their damn request. Told them, yeah, send it up there. But I handled that damn request and I made it up there and I passed my probationary period. So I end up, she checked my license here in Florida and she found out that I was licensed. And she says, okay, yes, I checked your license, you're good. Just continue your license, your Florida licensure. I'm like, I know. Okay, so I stayed up there a few more years. I didn't intend to because I was expecting to return back here to Florida once I finished my probationary period. Okay. But I guess it was in the Most High's plan to keep me up there. So this little silly ass shit show can go on. And that's just what it is. A little shit show. Shit show. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. So I stayed up there until 2018. That made 3 years. 3 years. So the first demon lost, and then there was a second one that tried me. She thought she was gonna throw me out the damn door like I was fucking trash. And so what she did was have someone to do her little dirty work. They was gonna try. Mm-hmm. I had to get some water. So the second demon tried me. And like I say, she thought she was gonna have someone do her dirty work. So she took off that day. And she had my direct supervisor and the other intern chief. Oh, and get this. Now, this second person that tried me, she was in a new chief position. She went from supervisor and she slid into a chief position. Now, when you get in a new position, regardless of how long you have been working for the federal government, you go on probationary period all over again. So therefore, you are considered a new employee. And y'all know when you are a new employee, you are on probation and you don't have any rights. So she was acting like she had the right to do something to me, like put me out of a position, out of my job, saying that I wasn't licensed. I kept telling her, yes, I am licensed. I said, this is my Florida license, and I had my license with me. I said, this is my Florida license. She tried to make it seem like I wasn't licensed just because I didn't have to take a test for it. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I had to do for it. Whatever Florida told me to do, I did it, and this is my damn license. She thought she was playing with a fool. But I worked too hard. I worked too hard. And I wasn't going to let nobody take anything from me. See, what's yours is yours. Can't no devil in hell take it from you. But they'll try to. So, she had like I was saying, she don't have any rights to do anything. So, she had my direct supervisor and the other assistant chief of social work, which she was also on probation. So both of them were new. Okay. Both of the chief of social workers were new. Okay. The chief and the so-called assistant chief. Both of them. So neither one of them had any rights to try to do anything to me. Nor does termination start in the chief's office. Okay, I am a part of the what do you call it? Organization. I don't forget what you call it. But they stand up for you. And so I reported it to them. And so anyway, let me back it up a little bit. So yes, I did report it to them. And so anyway, my direct supervisor called herself gonna do her little dirty work for the chief, acting chief. So she really wasn't a chief because she was on probation. She's not really the chief until she passed probation. And get this, she never did pass probation. She was so busy trying to fire me. She spent more time trying to fire me than she did doing her fucking job. And guess what? She lost. And I filed an appeal. I had to file, fast forward the story. I filed an appeal. Okay. And I filed an appeal with the Merit System Protection Board. Okay. And I submitted all of my paperwork, my SF-50 that shows that I'm a permanent employee, all of that. And so like I said, I filed and I won my appeal without even having to go to a hearing. And the VA, the Veterans Health Administration, had to return me back to work because I had been on leave for 8 months fighting this. But I hung in there and I fought and won. The Most High ruled in my favor. He did. So they had to bring me back and had to give me back every motherfucking cent. They had to pay me retro pay for all that time for 8 months. Sure did. So now here come let the games begin. So they got mad because I won my appeal. And so they appealed that decision. And guess what the chief did? She had my supervisor, my direct supervisor, to tell lies. She sure did. Mm-hmm. See, my supervisor, my current supervisor, and the supervisor before that, both had checked my license. They verified them. As a matter of fact, the VA had already verified them. Y'all know the government don't play that shit. They check everybody's documents before they even interview your ass. Sure do. They're not even going to interview you if you don't meet the damn qualifications. So anyway, I won the first round and I won all of them. And so anyway, like I said, she had to bring me back and she was hot mad because she thought she had won. But little did she know, she lost. So like I said, she had to give me back all of my damn money. And so then she filed an appeal because she didn't like the fact that I had won the first appeal. So she filed an appeal and she had my supervisor to lie. So we end up having a hearing. Had to have a hearing this time. So my supervisor went in there and told a lie, saying that when she had contacted the state of Florida to verify my license, they told her that I wasn't independent. And I was looking at her like, well, if I'm not an independent social worker, why didn't you do your damn job and have me to come sit up under you? Because if with the federal government, if you have a social worker that's not independent, that social worker is to have direct supervision under their supervisor. That never took place. Never. Because I would have been working under her license. Now the Most High know they're lying. So they won that appeal with a lie. Well, they really didn't win, but they won because it's a lie. That judge ruled in their favor. Listen to some slick, stupid lies. But the Most High have the final say, and I know what the final say is. The final say is what he said the first fucking time. The Most High had ruled in my favor. That's how come they had to return me back to work. And he ruled in my favor because I'm licensed. And not only that, get this, the chief that was trying to get rid of me, she got fired herself. The Most High fired her ass because she did not pass her probationary period. She didn't pass. She was so busy trying to fire me, she got fired her damn self. And for one thing, when she was by being on probation, she don't even have any rights. So by her going to the Most High, asking him to remove me from a position, that wasn't even valid. It wasn't valid. Because you don't have any rights when you're on probation. And she was on probation, and she did not pass her probation. Now, get this. Anybody that's on motherfucking probation for a job, you're going to be focused on trying to pass your motherfucking probation so you keep your goddamn job. You're not going to sit your ass up here and do some shit you know that you ain't qualified to fucking do and trying to put somebody off a job. You're gonna have your damn mind focused on passing your probation so you can keep your damn job and become a permanent employee. But not her. That wasn't nobody but motherfucking Lucifer. Cause nobody in their right motherfucking mind do some shit like that. When I was on probation, I stayed focused and made sure I was doing my job so I could pass my damn probationary period. Because until you become a permanent employee, you don't got no damn rights. So she wasn't even permanent because she was on probation. So therefore, she didn't have no rights. So that damn request she made to the Most High, talking about she wanted to remove me, it wasn't even fucking valid. And she wanted to make me, with the first go round of this, she wanted to make it seem like she had the right to do something when she didn't. Success is dirty. I said all that to say this. Success is dirty. People don't want to see you successful. They don't want to see you making that good money. They don't want to see you living your best life. The adversary, the spiritual wickedness in high places that they do, they'll do some of anything. That's how come you have to practice your spirituality. But I won because the Most High meant what he said. He meant what he said the first time. So I'm just here waiting on my transfer, my job to transfer down here. And the Most High to return back to me all of my money since I've been on leave and appeal, just like he did the first time. So I wanted to share that story with y'all because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, you got goals and you're wondering why the pushback. That's what that is. The spiritual wickedness in high places. That's just what it is. But I won. Shalom.